Hi, welcome back to Moose and Chemistry. This is Redox, Reactions, Oxidation, Reduction, lesson number 1. Okay, we have our oxidation rules over here, so we need to follow those when we're doing these problems here. So the lone element, sodium, has a 0, chlorine has a -1 charge, and there's 2 of those, so this gives the iron a +2 charge, -1 for our chlorine here, +1 for our sodium here, and 0 for our lone element there. Okay. So now remember, Leo the lion goes grr, lose electrons, oxidize, gain electrons, reduce. Alright, so now let's look at this. Our sodium. Our sodium is going from a 0 to a +1. So we're losing an electron. So that's the Leo. We're losing 1 electron there. And our iron, let's go ahead and change color here. Our iron is going to go from a +2 to a 0. So that's going to be a grr because we are gaining electrons. Matter of fact, we're gaining 2 electrons to get to that 0 mark. Okay, so now let's go ahead and put this in perspective of kind of like an equation. All right, so now what we got is we've got 2 sodium atoms that are going to give up each an electron. So put +1 here, plus 1 electron there. Okay, our iron on the other hand is Fe +2. Okay, +2 electrons is going to gain 2 electrons. And that's going to give me Fe0. So this is going to reduce because it's gaining electrons. And this is going to oxidize because it's losing electrons. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, so the next one is PBS. So what we need to do is we're going to have to balance this. It looks like, I think, when we get through 36, I think, let's see what we got here. We've got, we have a 2 in front of that S there, right? We have to put a 2 in front of here. And we'll have to put a 2 in front of here to balance out that equation. Sometimes our equations are not always balanced for us, right? So this -2 +2. This oxygen's all by its lonesome, so it's a 0. So that's a -2. And that S is a +4. So that's a -2, and that's a +2. Now our PBs don't change, so we're not going to mess with them. Our oxygen does change. It goes from a 0 charge to, of course, a -2 charge, right? Okay, so let's see here. We're going to write this down first. So our oxygen's going to go from this -2, or 0 actually, and it's going to come to be a -2. Okay, so this is going to gain electrons. This is the grr. So we're going to grr 2 electrons. So we're going to gain 2 electrons. And our S is going from a -2 to a +4. So we are going to go and lose 6 electrons. So this is going to be LEO. This is going to be 6 electrons lost. All right, so let's go ahead and write this down. So 2S as a -2 yields 2S +4 plus 6 electrons. All right, let's make that 4 a tad bit better. Okay, and so this is going to be oxidized. Okay, and now our oxygen, of course, we got 3O20 plus 2 electrons is going to yield 2, or actually it would be 3, guess in this case. Well, we've got, yeah, it'd be 3, and we got 2 and 2, so that would make 2O2, 4, minus 2, so that means it's going to be reduced. Okay, and last but not least, let's look at this last one. Okay. And I just want to check my oxygens here. It's 2, it's 4 oxygen. Yeah, that's right. All right, so now when we check this, yes. Okay, so when we check this, we're going to have to make sure everything works out here. And I want to double check one more thing with the oxygen here. So that's 2, that's 4, and that's 2, that makes 6. So actually, I shouldn't have a 2 here, I should have a 3 here. Because I'm looking at this original equation up here. Okay. So last but not least is this one. AgNO3, so Ag has a plus 1, NO3 has a minus 1, copper has a 0, copper has a plus 1 here, and a minus 1 there, and Ag has 0. So in this case, Ag is going from a plus 1 to a 0. Okay. So we are gaining electrons, that's Gur. So we're gaining 1 electron here. Copper is going from 0 to a plus 1. So we're losing an electron here. Okay? So this is simply going to look like this. Ag plus 1 electron yields Ag0, which is going to reduce. It's gaining electrons. And then our copper, which is Cu0, yields Cu plus 1 free electron. So that's going to oxidize. And that's it for this lesson. You guys be snarly, and we'll see you back here at Moosing Chemistry.